Did you know that saving is like giving your money a superpower? It's more than simply investing. Imagine, even if you are the best investor in the world, if you invest $10 and earn 100% profitability, you will only have $20. Not exactly a big leap, is it? The truth is, saving is where the real game happens. I'll explain it to you with an example closer to home: $14,000. If you spend this amount, it disappears, becomes part of the past. But if you save, it's like you're giving your money a superpower. You see, if you spend $14,000, it disappears. It really disappears. Now, if you save $9,860 and invest the other $3,140, you are creating a powerful difference. That $9,860 will never turn into $14,000 again, but that $3,140, well, that has the potential to grow. First of all, the only thing I ask of you is leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because this content here is worth gold, and you will thank me. Stay with me until the end of this video because all these tips are essential. Now let's talk about how to do this. First step, break down your savings goal. There's no point in setting grandiose, unattainable goals, like saving $14,000 at once. It's like trying to climb a mountain in one go. How about breaking this into smaller parts? For example, saving $14,000 in 1 year may seem impossible, but if you break it down into smaller periods, everything becomes clearer. In 6 months, that's $7,000. In 1 month, $1,166. In 1 week, $291. And in 1 day, just $41. Yes, $41 a day can make all the difference. Now think with me, what can you do to save $41 a day? Maybe bring your own lunch to work, make a coffee at home instead of buying it on the street, or reevaluate your service subscriptions. Small changes in everyday life can make a big difference in the long term. So come on, give your money a superpower and start saving today. Say, I can do it, I'm going to do it because I believe in my potential. Do that and I'll give a little heart to your comment. And this shows that you're committed to applying everything I'm going to tell you in this video. Now the second tip, maybe you've already asked yourself, what types of things do you need to save to? Maybe you've already tried but ended up giving up halfway through. After all, saving money can seem like an arduous and boring task. But what if I told you that it is possible to transform this journey into something exciting and addictive? Let's dive into this universe of economics and discover how to master the process to achieve your financial goals in an exciting and rewarding way. Imagine yourself as the protagonist of an epic game where every choice you make directly influences your progress and success. Just like in video games, where each mission completed brings a sense of accomplishment, each save you make is like conquering a challenge and advancing to the next level. It's not just saving money, it's gaining experience points in a game where the ultimate prize is your financial independence. Now think of every savings goal as an epic achievement. Every time you resist the temptation to spend impulsively, you'll be accumulating points to unlock a future of financial stability and freedom. It's like building your own fortress, protecting yourself against unforeseen events and ensuring a prosperous future. And it's not just about accumulating money, it's about changing your mindset regarding finances. By rewarding yourself for each goal you achieve, you are strengthening your determination and cultivating healthy financial management habits. Each little treat or special moment is more than an indulgence, it's an acknowledgement of your progress and dedication. So don't settle for just saving. Turn it into an exciting adventure where you are the hero of your own financial story. Dopamine, the savings process, fueling your determination and motivation every step of the way. Third tip, pay yourself first. A fascinating study carried out at the renowned Cornell University here in the United States revealed a surprising truth about our consumption habits. According to this research, people from different countries have an incredible tendency to consume approximately 92% of what they put on their plates. That's right, it looks incredible, doesn't it? But what does this really mean for us? Well, think of it this way. When you go to a restaurant and have food served on your plate, if you put 10% less than you usually do, it's still highly likely that you'll end up eating it all. Likewise, if you put in 20% more than usual, there is still a good chance that you will be able to consume everything that is there. This dynamic shows us that regardless of the amount of food available, we tend to consume almost everything that is in front of us. Now, how does this relate to our finances? Well, the same logic applies. When we earn more money, it's common for us to end up spending more too. You can even remember situations where, when you received a salary increase, your expenses increased accordingly. But what if there was a way to break this cycle of unbridled consumption? What if we could prioritize our financial future before even spending our money? That's where the concept of paying yourself first comes in. Instead of waiting to see how much you have left at the end of the month to invest, why not set aside a portion of your income as soon as it comes in to invest before anything else? The idea behind this strategy is simple. By paying yourself first, you ensure you're prioritizing your own financial future. Even though it may seem difficult at first, setting aside a portion of your income to invest before spending anything else can make a significant difference in the long run. So the next time you receive your income, remember to pay yourself first. Set aside a percentage of it to invest before any other expenses. Over time, you will see how this change of habit can positively impact your finances and ensure a more secure and prosperous future. Fourth tip, prepare your own meals. This tip may seem common, but I'll show you why it can be a smart move. When I worked a temp job, I was paid something like $800 a month. Every penny saved made a huge difference to my budget at the time. Choosing to take food from home was a strategy that allowed me to save significantly. Now, let's talk about more substantial numbers, which are more in line with the American lifestyle. Imagine someone who earns $3,000 a month and spends $2,500. This leaves a balance of $500 at the end of the month. Considering an average of 200 hours worked per month, with an hourly rate of $14, this person would be earning around $7 per hour. Now let's consider another situation. Suppose you have a meal benefit of $800 per month and only spend $500. This means you save $300 per month. If you dedicate about 12 hours a month to preparing your own meals, you will be earning an average of $25 per hour. That's right. You're being paid a lot more to cook at home than you are to work at your conventional job. Think about this for a moment. What is more valuable to you? An hour in the kitchen preparing your own meals or 10 hours at conventional work? It is interesting to note that time invested in preparing your own meals can be much more profitable than working overtime. Of course, not everyone is willing to give up the comfort of eating out or dedicate extra time to cooking. But here's the truth. You're not like everyone else. Just like your mother always said, you are unique. And that means you have the power to make different choices and create your own path to financial success. So the next time you're thinking about eating out, consider preparing your own meals at home. Remember that every hour spent in the kitchen can be a much more valuable hour than you realize. By making smart choices and investing your time and money consciously, you will be paving the way to a more prosperous and satisfying financial life. Fifth tip, always invert. It's time to question the status quo and rethink our financial habits. We were all born into a system that directs us to follow the same path. Study, work, buy a house, change cars, take expensive vacations, and end up with our finances in the red. But is this approach really working for everyone? Questioning yourself is the first step to changing this scenario. If everyone is following the same pattern and still facing financial problems, it may be time to do something different. The tip here is to reverse everything. Buying warm clothes during the summer, traveling out of season, buying Christmas gifts in advance can all result in significant savings. For example, buying an umbrella on a sunny day can be much cheaper than waiting for a storm. Traveling outside of peak season not only reduces costs, but also provides a smoother and more enjoyable experience. Buying Christmas gifts before the frenzied shopping season not only saves money, but also avoids last-minute stress and rush. These are just a few examples, but the principle behind them all is the same. Reverse the established pattern and find ways to save and optimize our resources. It's not about blindly following what everyone else is doing. It's about making conscious, intelligent decisions that help us achieve our financial goals. So the next time you find yourself going with the usual flow, stop and question yourself. Is there a better way to do things? Could reversing the order of things help us save money and achieve our goals more effectively? Remember, it's not about doing the same old things. It's about finding creative and smart ways to manage our money and time. Sixth tip, invest in knowledge. Yes, it seems like old-fashioned advice, but there's a reason why this cliché persists. Investing in knowledge is like planting seeds for the future. The more you learn, the more prepared you will be to face the challenges that arise on your financial journey. Throughout life, we inevitably come across two types of errors: necessary and avoidable. Necessary mistakes are those that occur when we are exploring unknown territory, trying something no one has done before. They are rare but fundamental to personal growth. On the other hand, avoidable mistakes are those that we could have avoided if we had learned from other people's experiences. These are common errors, for which there are solutions available. When it comes to finances, it is crucial to recognize the importance of learning from the mistakes and successes of others. This can save you time, money, and a lot of headaches in the long run. For example, if you are considering entering the investment market, it is essential to educate yourself on best practices and avoid common pitfalls. So ask yourself, who has been through this before? What can I learn from your experiences? Don't underestimate the power of knowledge. By absorbing information from trusted sources and learning from those who have walked the path before you, you will be strengthening your skills and increasing your chances of success. That's why it's so valuable to share stories of success and failure. It's not just about bragging about achievements, it's about offering valuable insights that can help others avoid making the same mistakes. And no matter where you are on your financial journey, there will always be opportunities to learn and grow. So commit to investing in knowledge. Explore books, courses, lectures, and mentoring. Stay up to date on market trends and learn from the experience of those around you. Remember, knowledge is an investment that never loses value. By prioritizing it in your life, you will be building a solid foundation for a more prosperous and rewarding financial future. 7th tip: buy everything on a credit card. Yes, I know it seems like a crazy idea. After all, everyone says to avoid credit cards. But let's look at this issue in more depth. A credit card is not inherently bad, just as a knife is not only a weapon, but can also be used to butter bread. Let's think about the math behind this. Let's say you buy a $1,000 cell phone and pay for it in full on your card. You will have 30 days until the invoice arrives, right? During this period, if you invest the amount you would spend, say, at a rate of return of 1% per month, you will have $1,010 at the end of the month. This means a gain of $10. Now suppose that every month you have a similar expense, and you always choose to use your credit card. If you invest the money you would spend monthly over the course of a year, you will add $120 to your net worth. In 5 years, this amount increases to $1,225. In 15 years, you will have $7,243 more. In 30 years, you will have accumulated an extra $52,000. And in 50 years, an incredible $725,000 more. Not to mention the additional benefits such as reward points, travel miles, and cashbacks, which can add even more to your financial return. Of course, it's important to note that paying your credit card bill in full and on time is essential. Otherwise, all these benefits will go down the drain. Now tell me, do these tips make sense to you? Leave your comments. And to make sure you reach the end of the video, say that famous phrase, "God will bless me, and I will be a millionaire because I believe in you, man, you will do it." And that's it, my friend. I hope you liked it. And subscribe on the channel and leave your like if you haven't done so yet. A big hug. I'm Henrique E. Until the next video.